And about 13 days following the very first iOS 10.3 beta released on January 24th, today we're seeing the second beta iteration of that for developers, and I assume the public beta version will probably be released tomorrow on February 7th. So not a whole lot has changed this time around, and we'll jump into that in just a second. But in case you missed the first video, I'll leave it up here in the top right-hand corner of the screen. It added a new Find My AirPods feature, there's a new 3D touch option in the Maps app, and a couple of other goodies, so check it out in case you haven't already. So as far as today goes, there's no outward-facing changes to talk about, nothing nearly as exciting as what we saw about 2 weeks ago, but nonetheless there are some bug fixes, so let's jump into those now. So first up is iCloud Analytics. Apparently when you'd be setting up your device on the first iOS 10.3 beta, even if you hadn't signed into an iCloud account, it would actually prompt you to opt in or out of iCloud Analytics, which clearly wouldn't make sense if you didn't have or log into an iCloud account in the first place, so that was corrected. If you had iCloud backups turned on, sometimes they would fail and you'd get this error message that says some files were unavailable during the last backup. Apparently that has also been corrected in iOS 10.3 Beta 2. If you use a managed or shared device, something I assume like a work iPad, school device, something that a lot of people are going to be using, says that users really can't override the current iCloud document setting anymore. And if you're a developer and use Xcode to make apps, or take advantage of the really cool feature called the Xcode Simulator, where you can basically simulate a version of iOS on your computer, it says that scrolling in the Today view in Notification Center will no longer make everything crash. And then also the legacy iCloud button in settings has been removed, and you can find these iCloud settings within the new Apple ID settings pane. So as of right now, those are basically all the changes that we know of. Like I said, they are not the most exciting thing in the world, and that's just the nature of bug fixes in general. I mean, something that changes in the background isn't going to be as exciting as a dark mode, please, maybe one day, or of course something like Find My AirPods, but that's not to say that new features won't be added in the future. Obviously, this is only the second beta version of iOS 10.3 so far, and the final release will probably happen sometime in March, so there's so much time for new things to come and change. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like down below and I'd really appreciate it, and of course subscribe for more content on Apple in the future, and also make sure to add me on Newsflash for push notifications whenever I post something new.